sweet and amazing subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by, and on today's video I will be sharing with you guys how to calculate your ovulation, how to know how many days your cycle runs, and I will also be answering some of your frequently asked questions on ovulation. By the end of this video, you should be able to know your fertile days and your most fertile day. But before we go into full details of this video, if you are stopping by for the first time or this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, you are welcome, and please consider clicking on the subscribe button. When you do, a bell is going to pop up. Please click on the popped up bell to be notified each time I upload a new video here on YouTube. So now that you're done subscribing, let's get straight into this video. Let's get started. Okay guys, I've outlined some of these questions, or most of these questions, that I will be answering here today, because I do not want us to be left out on anything by the end of this video. Someone might be asking, how do I know my ovulation day? How do I know when I ovulate and all that? Okay, let's start with this simple method. For you to calculate your ovulation, first of all, you are going to take up a pen and a paper. Remember the day that you menstruated, the first day that you menstruated last month. You're going to take this pen and paper. Let's say, for instance, we're in October, right? Let's say, for instance, you menstruated on the 1st of September. That was the first day that you menstruated, the first day of your flow, first day of your period. Now, you're going to count from that 1st September. And let's say the next time you are seeing your period again is on the 29th of September. That is to say, you have a 28-day cycle, beginning from 1st to 28th. 28 is a day before 29 that you are seeing the next one. You have 28 days cycle. Now, when you divide these 28 days into 2, you are going to get 14. Now, you are ovulating on that 14th day. From that 1st to 14th, that is the day you are ovulating. The 14th. If you still subtract 14 from 28, the remaining one is 14. Now, on the 14th of September was the day you ovulated. However, your ovulation might change. Yes, it might not really be on that 14th. So you are going to calculate from the 10th of September to that 14th. You are going to ovulate one of these days. Between 10th to 14th of September, you are going to ovulate. Yes. Now, let's say you saw your period on the 1st of September last month, and the next time you are seeing your period again is on the 1st of October. You know, September had 30 days. That is to say, you calculate from the 1st of September to the 1st of October. You remove the 1st that you are seeing the next one now. That's from 1st of September to 30th of September. That is to say, you have a 30 days cycle. Okay. Now, subtract 14 days from it. If you subtract 14 days, you are left with 16 days. Yes. So your ovulation should be on the 16th day or on the 15th day. Now, most of the times, you might discover that you are ovulating on the 15th day. You're just going to divide it. The simple way to do this arithmetic or mathematics is from that 1st of September to the 1st of October, you are seeing the next one. Remove the 1st of October from 1st to 30th of September. Divide it into 2, the half of the month. Yeah, the half of the number of cycle you are having. That day is the day you're going to ovulate. Now, your ovulation should be between 10 and 16 of that month. Yes, between 10 and 16. Okay, let's say you menstruated, you saw your period on the 1st of September last month, and you are seeing the next one on the 27th of September. I know some of you will say, oh, I'm menstruating twice in a month. No, you are not menstruating twice in a month. Your cycle just finished and started again. That is to say, you have a 26-day cycle. You menstruated first on the 1st of September, maybe till 4th or till 5th or till 6th or till 7th. But from that first day, you menstruated on the 1st of September and you are menstruating again on the 27th. That is to say, when you minus the 27th day, when you are starting another menstruation, that is to say you have a 26-day cycle, and you are likely to ovulate on the 13th. On the 13th of September. When you divide this 26 into 2, you are likely to ovulate on the 13th of September. Now, you should be expecting your ovulation between 9th of September to 13. One of these days you are going to ovulate. In case you are not sure of the particular day, but one of these days you are going to ovulate between 9th and 13th. It could even be between 8, yes, and 13. You're going to ovulate one of these days. That is if you're having 26 days cycle. Some people, their cycle run even to 31 days, you understand, to the 31st day, 38th, 26th, 24. The cycles are different. Just pick up a pen and a paper, calculate from the last, from your last monthly flow to the next one. Remove the first day of the next one. Then from the day before the next one, calculate till the last one. Count the days and know the number of days that is in it. Divide it into 2. Now the center day, if it is 28, you divide it into 2, is 14. On the 14th day is your actual day of ovulation. Okay. However, you might see this, you might ovulate between 10th to that 14th day, between the 10th day, day 10 till day 14. I don't know if you are getting that, guys. Now let's go straight to some of your frequently asked questions. Okay. How many days after your period do you ovulate? Okay. Ovulation usually occur between day 11 and day 21 of the cycle, counting from the first day of the last period. Ovulation usually lasts 1 day and can happen anytime during this window, and it's not always the same each month. Yeah, that is my answer to these questions. In case you're asking how many days after your period do your ovulation come, do you ovulate? Yes, this is just a simple answer to it. It's between day 11 and day 21. Depending on how your cycle runs, yes, it could be between day 10, depending on how your cycle runs. First of all, you should be able to calculate this and know how many days cycle you have. Then we now be talking about ovulation day. Okay, let's move over to the next question. Can you get pregnant 2 days after ovulation? Most pregnancies result from cells that happen less than 2 days before ovulation. However, you can get pregnant earlier or later. Sperm can live in a fertile cervical mucus for up to 5 days. An egg can live up to 24 hours after ovulation. So, you are asking if you can get pregnant 2 days before ovulation. The answer is yes. My sister, you can get pregnant 2 days before ovulation if you should do the do. Yes, if you should meet with your spouse, you can get 2 days before your ovulation. You are definitely going to get pregnant. It's possible. Yeah, the possibility is high because the sperm can live for up to 5 days. Yes, at least up to 3, 4, 5 days, the sperm can still live. And you said 2 days before ovulation. Let's say you had met with your spouse 2 days before ovulation. Since the sperm is able to live for up to 5 days, that is to say you are definitely getting pregnant. The chances are high. Now, the next question says, how many days after my period can I get pregnant? And my answer here is, you are most fertile at the time of ovulation when an egg is released from your ovaries, which usually occur 12 to 14 days before your next period starts. This is the time of the month when you are most likely to get pregnant. It is unlikely that you will get pregnant just after your period, although it can happen. Okay? How many days after your period can you get pregnant? 12 days, okay. 10 days after your period, you can get pregnant. Yes. 12 days after your period, you can get pregnant. 14 days after your period, you can get pregnant. Although some people can get pregnant during their period or immediately after their period, but the chances are not usually very high. Yes, it doesn't happen every day. Okay, our next question says, can I get pregnant 5 days after my period? And my answer here is, if the menstrual cycle is short, for example, 22 days. Yes, some people have 22 days menstrual cycle. Then women could ovulate just days after the period. The longest that sperm can survive in fertile cervical mucus is 5 to 7 days. So it may just be possible for women to get pregnant if they ovulate a little earlier than usual. Yes, that is to say, you can get pregnant. Let's move over to the next question. How do I know if I'm fertile enough to get pregnant? this this whole thing is becoming pregnancy question. I will try to reduce the pregnancy aspect. How do I know if I'm fertile enough to get pregnant? That is the question. And my answer here is, if your menstrual cycle lasts 28 days and your period arrives like clockwork, like exactly, like no 1 day shifting and no 2 days shifting, and your period arrives like clockwork, it is likely that you will ovulate on day 14. That is halfway through your cycle. Your fertile window begins on day 10. I said that before. On day 10, you are more likely to get pregnant if you have sex at least every other day between day 10 and day 14 of a 28-day cycle. Okay, let me pause and explain. If you're having a 28-day cycle, and you start having sex from day 10 to day 14, you are likely to ovulate on day 14. And if you should start having sex from the 10th day, from day 10 to that day 14, you are likely to get pregnant. You are hitting a good shot, you will get pregnant. So, and you might even conceive 9 at once. Okay, guys, so let's proceed. The next question here is, how many hours does ovulation last? My answer here is, understanding your menstrual cycle and how ovulation works is key to family planning, in case you want to do family planning. Ovulation occurs once a month and lasts for about 24 hours. It occurs once a month and lasts for about 24 hours. The egg will die if it is not fertilized within 12 to 24 hours. Now, the egg will die if not fertilized after 12 to 24 hours. If there is no show, you guys did not do the do. You understand? You and your spouse did not do the do, no show, nothing. Let's say you guys did the do and you guys resisted the do from. So you are likely not to get pregnant. But then if you want to get pregnant, you can start, tracking your ovulation day so that you hit it. Hit it and hit 9 babies. Ooh, I don't know if you get this answer. The next question here is, does ovulation occur at night or day? And my answer here, however, because ovulation usually happens between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., the evening before the next morning temperature rise, you will need to have sex that morning. That's if you've not have already last night before the morning. Ovulation occurs mostly in the evening. Yes, between 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yes, in the evening. That is when the egg is being released. So you want to hit it at once. Have sex in the morning. Once the egg is out in the evening, it hits. Better still, have in the morning, have in the evening. You are not losing out on anything. You've been licensed to do that. Okay, the next question here is, can you feel ovulation? Someone is asking, can I feel ovulation? Can I feel it? How do I know that I'm ovulating? Yes, you can feel ovulation. You can feel like sharp pain or dull cramp. And this happens on the side of your abdomen that the egg is being released. So once the egg is released, some people feel it and some people don't feel it. So it's not everybody that feels ovulation pain. To some people, the pain is mild, while to some people, it's not that gentle. You get? So, and generally, it generally happens 10 to 16 days before the start of a period. It's not dangerous and it's usually mild, like I said before. Ovulation symptoms to look out if you are ovulating. From here, okay, these ovulation symptoms are signs that you are ovulating. In case you didn't feel any pain, you cannot calculate the days, you don't know, nothing, you don't know how to calculate, you cannot calculate the days and you're not feeling any pain. These are symptoms to look out for. Number one, your basal or resting temperature falls slightly. Your resting temperature falls slightly, then rises again. You can use a special thermometer to, check your temperature every morning before you get out of bed. You are most fertile 2 or 3 days before your temperature rises. Number two sign here is your your cervical mucus becomes clearer and thinner with a slippery consistency like egg whites. Yes. This, the mucus that comes out of your private parts becomes slippery, thinner, clearer. Okay, let me give just like egg white. Egg white, when you break egg, I mean uncooked egg or not cooked one. When you break an uncooked egg, the egg white, is usually slippery. That is how it is. Or better say kata. You know how kata, this clear kata, not like those thick ones. So this clear slippery kata, that is how it is. Yes, when it begins to come out, just know that you're ovulating. On the day that the mucus may not really be clear, but on the day it's very clear and thin. That day the egg has been released. That is the egg you are seeing. You better do something if you want to conceive. Okay. Then number three is you may also notice tender breast. Yes, definitely you should notice it. Your breasts become more tender. And sometimes it looks as if it's swollen, or your breast becomes bigger than usual, becomes tender, heavy. You are really ovulating. If you're feeling these pains, check yourself, you're ovulating. Then number four is bloating. Number five is cramps, ovulation pain. We said it before. Number six is increased sexual desire. You begin to feel the urge, to be mounted or to mount. Although we use that one for animals. Okay. But these days, human beings mount. They are mounted or they mount. So, number seven is change in cervical position. Number eight is a saliva framing pattern. Yes, it's a sign. Note. Some women don't ovulate on set schedule. Yes. If you still can't figure out when it happens, get an ovulation test kit. If you still can't figure out on how it happens, when it happens, get an ovulation test kit. To test during these possible ovulation days, or the menstrual cycle isn't regular, ask your doctor for help. Some people's menstrual cycle are not regular. This month you have 26 days cycle. Next month you have 27 days. The other month you have 30 days. The other month you have 28 days. You need to balance your hormone. Yes, you need to. If you're having infection, you also need to treat it. Peradventure, you don't know how to calculate this, or you are not even feeling all these signs at all. You are not feeling anything. Sister, get an ovulation test kit. Okay? So that you won't be shooting wrong shots. So that you will shoot your shots, piam, it will enter 9 babies at once. 5 boys, 4 girls. A whole family at once. So guys, now I said that I was going to tell you your fertile days and your most fertile days. If you're having a 28 days cycle, from day 10 to day 14, they are your fertile days. Then your most fertile day is on day 14, the day the egg is being released. The day you see that slippery thing, that thing that looks like egg white coming out from your private parts. That is the egg we are talking about. That egg, that is it. So that is your most fertile day. You have to do something that day. And remember, the egg is usually released in the evening between 4 to 7 p.m. Yes, the egg is released and it lasts for 12 to 24 hours. If we are saying 12 to 24 hours, it's possible it will not last up to 24 hours, but it lasts 12 to 24 hours. So you should be able to shoot your shot well during these times. Okay. So guys, that is it. Yeah. What I quickly wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for seeing this far, and if you've been seeing without subscribing, you've come up to this point with me. Habana, you yourself subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. That red button there, that red thing they wrote subscribe. Click on it. When you click on it, another thing will come out, which is the bell. Click on the bell, and when you click on the bell, click on all notification after clicking on the bell, so that you'll be notified each time I upload videos like this on YouTube. so that you will not be left out on anything. So guys, that is all for now. Thank you for seeing to the end. Thank you for sticking with me. You guys know I love you so much. I'm going to see you guys in my next video, but before then, please keep staying safe and keep loving one another. I love you guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.